I'm Anna Backman Rogers. I am a lecturer in Feminism and Visual Culture at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden. Together with Anna Misiak, who works at the University of Falmouth in Cornwall, I set up the journal My Feminism and Visual Culture, although a lot of people call it May, which is perfectly fine. The journal is actually named after the Swedish actress and director Maj Zetterling, who was one of the women who was involved actually with the Women in Film International Network from very early on. And I suppose she is in some sense a spirit guide for the journal in her iconoclasm and her boldness. We think of the journal as avant-garde and trying to pioneer a new form of feminist publishing, particularly in the area of academia. We look at any form of visual culture, really, from film to photography to art history to sculpture, video games, fashion. We have multiple things that we're looking at. We accept a number of different styles of writing. So that's another thing that we want to sort of shake up a little bit with the journal, is to challenge the ways in which academic writing is produced and the registers that are used in order to convey ideas. So to that end, we also have a creative response section, which is a really important part of the journal, and we've had some wonderful artists and poets contribute pieces in relation to visual culture. My is a journal that is intersectional, which of course is a term originally conceived by Kimberly Crenshaw to talk about the ways in which particularly race intersects with gender. But latterly this has been expanded out to also look at notions of class, even to examine what it might mean to be a woman in this day and age. So I see the intersectionality of the journal is something that we are committed to. It's a promise that we make to every board member and to every contributor, and that we work towards all the time. And a lot of those intersections are built up through a relationship of trust. And my original idea about setting this journal up was really to start an unending conversation about what feminism is in this century and what things it can achieve politically and as a form of activism and as a form of thought as well. I think of it as a collective of multiple voices and perspectives that are all feeding off of each other and responding to each other and changing. That's something as well that's really important to acknowledge, is that this is a conversation by which people maybe change their ideas and change their minds and develop their ways of thinking around feminism. And I know that a lot of the conversations I've already had with board members from the journal and from our writers and people who've contributed have helped to change my mind and developed my way of thinking, and it's really wonderful to be in this conversation with all of these wonderful women and some men as well. I should add that.